I'm watching you. Alright, hello everybody. This area isn't pretty like it was when I logged out yesterday. There was like rainbow effects and like little bubbles everywhere. I can't recall it ever being like that, so I was just kind of wondering what was going on with it. Anywho, we're going to do more of the storyline after we do our resin dump. What do we want to resin dump on? This is the day to like finish weapons and talents and stuff. And you know what? We're just going to level her too.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Level 90. Alright, we were doing this, but this is a good day to do weapons and talents. I guess we could do maybe her talents. What are your talents at? Pretty low, actually. Okay. That's right, she blew you away. It's confusing because her boss is all the way in Natlan. Guess that would be the question I would pose to people. Is this fire? No, it's these things. Okay.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand back. Ills be gone.
Don't get frostbite.
Oh, I don't think I needed to do that one. Okay. Cool. We'll get some talent stuff.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Wow, jingling. Calm down, girl. It's like all jingling damage. Like, I'm not upset. I'm just saying, girl.
Let's light it up.
Oops. That looked cool. Looked like I jumped over him when he did his charge attack, and then I just hucked the chakrams. that was cool. Yeah, it was cool. Why are you not moving?
This will be frozen in time. Free.
Up and away. Yeah, dancing in the wind.
Jeez. Okay. We'll do one more. Actually, you know what? I like doing like a 20, like a ley line for the 20. Trying to keep my money up and stuff without like specifically farming money.
Yeah, nice and spicy. Everybody stand
frostbite. Dodge this.
All right. So, there's a crab there. I think we can head to... There's a thingy to do over here. Oh, it's a marksman thingy? Okay. Never mind. Alright, let's head to Nod Cry. Oh, it's the girl that I completely forget is in the game at times. Nothing against her, she's physical, which is not a good quote-unquote element to be, and she's glitched. Her shield will always break on the first hit. Doesn't matter how strong it is. So why would you use her? And they never bothered to fix her, so.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
But I guess we'll talk to her. Yeah, I thought she was right here. Oh, is she actually in the, Is she actually in the flagship? So around here and down? No, that's the shop. Oh, up here? Up here. Looks like she might be in the flagship. Let's see, do we have a rock and roll chick playing? She's looking at the jukebox.
Hey, if it isn't the Traveler! Didn't expect to see you here. This surprise meeting is pretty sick. I should spin it into a tune right here. I sure am. Having a ball, to be honest. Fun is where the inspiration lies. Most of my songs might be about rebellion and breaking down prejudices and all that. But that doesn't mean I have to beat a serious rhythm all the time. Too much of a downer really ruins the feel of a song. You gotta keep it bright sometimes, you know? You gotta relax and recharge. That way, you'll be ready to kill it when it's time to perform. I guess I'm hoping for some sort of unexpected breakthrough?
That's a great question. Why not cry?
I've been so focused on writing new material, but everything I come up with feels old and stale. I need something new. So I decided to take a holiday, to try escaping this prison I've built for myself. My last stop was Fontaine, where I saw a magazine with some photos of Nod Cry. It got my creative juices flowing, and I was itching to find out more. Well, after looking into it, it turns out the whole atmosphere and way of thinking out here are like nothing I've encountered before. There's some group called the Frost Moon Scions who lean into some pretty far-out instrumentation. So I was thinking, maybe I could take some inspiration from the local folk scene and incorporate it into my own music. Sure,
Folk rock and roll?
I want to try adding a few flutes and keys, plus some of the more out-there melodic phrasing. Obviously, I can't just flip genres completely. Still gotta keep the core lyrical and musical themes intact. Anyway, when I got to Noshatown, I bumped my guitar case on some corrugated iron, and it made this really funky sound. I got this sudden flash of inspiration. I shouldn't just be looking for new instruments to improve my music. I should be trying to enhance my guitar's timbre, too! Oh, something like that. It's kind of hard to replicate a guitar with your voice, you know? Basically, I'm going for something punchy, compact, clean, and absolutely savage. If I could modify my guitar's acoustics,
Those words don't go
ramp up
together.
the compression, and add a second
What-
sound hole to boost the lower end frequencies, oh, I think I can get a sharper, more...
Okay.
Thanks for the... Give me a bit to play around.
Well, she exists. I think we got the last thing, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We got the last bounty. Yay! Cool. All right. Come try Genius Invocation TCG. No, thank you. I should level up the prototype Rancor just to get the free. Like, it's free. I don't really care about it, but it is free. There's other swords I would rather upgrade, though. Alright, we did a good job getting 100% yesterday. So I think today we will do some story. I guess that includes antidotes. Any other antidotes, actually? Is the Hazo one still out here? No. I think they disappear and reappear. Or I'm just completely an idiot. That could happen too. No, I don't see anything. What is this island? Alright, let's see if this gets Nefa out of the magnet. Or is she just kind of in it every now and then when you come over here? Doesn't look like she's in it now. Alright, where are they? Are they inside? Artifacts. No, I guess not. Oh no, this she is. Oh, treasure chest.
Why is Yehoda just standing there? And she's asleep?
Wait, what? I think that was a type.
Hey, what's going on here? Paimon feels like it's a bad idea for us to leave. Maybe we should ask Aino for help.
Keyword detected. Meditative state suspended.
Woo! You gave Paimon a fright!
No. However, it was Yehoda's request. She asked me for a detailed analysis of the steps required to meditate and to mentor her as she practiced relieving her stress.
Yehoda's so stressed that she's gotta meditate to cope with it all?
I do not know. However, Yehoda said she has been suffering from insomnia for a while and was willing to try any solution she could. First, I let her stand in my kitchen.
I suggest ice
focus
cream.
on the fragrance
Lots of
crumb
ice cream.
cupcakes.
That's how I deal with insomnia. Just sugar crash out of
By
it.
stimulating her olfactory module, I believe there would be a decrease in activity in her cognitive module. It successfully stimulated her appetite. She consumed the finished crumb cupcakes with incredible efficiency.
I hate that word so much.
Unfortunately, she consumed too many and proved unable to sleep that night.
That's normal. We're not robots like you, after all. The more we smell food, the more we want to eat it.
That is indeed true. Afterwards, I try to have her perform intense mental or physical exercises before bed. For example, cutting lumber, jogging, doing push-ups, boxing, and so on. Her body should have been able to enter sleep mode more easily following such sizable expenditures of energy. It did not. She finished half her exercises, realized she had an unfinished commission, and so rushed off to complete it. After she returned, she crouched down in a corner, hugging her knees, and said, I was so tired from all that training. My legs gave out while guiding my clients through the ruins. I basically crawled the whole way. If Boss Neff finds out, I'm dead meat. Following this, she was once more unable to sleep. In the end, we decided to
Jeez.
give meditation another try.
Boss Neff. No, wasn't me. Didn't steal your tea. Huh. Seems like the meditation was pretty effective. Yehoda's fast asleep.
I do not think Yehoda's sleep is related to her meditation. First of all, the meditation steps I analyzed are not suitable for her. The goal of meditation is to enter a deep state of tranquility, which can be used to enhance self-awareness. For an ordinary person, this deep state is close to dozing. For me, this would be closer to a low-power standby mode, where one cuts power to certain components. That said, were we to shut down some of Yehoda's components, I believe it would pose a threat to her personal safety.
So, meditation wasn't supposed to work, but Yehoda fell asleep anyway?
In truth, I do not understand either. All I can do is tell you what happened before. When Yehoda lay down and tried to fall asleep through meditation, she suddenly said to me, "Don't run off too far, or I might get ambushed in my sleep. And then I'd be dead meat." I answered her, "Very well, I will remain here by your side." After that, like I do with Aino every night, I held Yehoda's hand as she slept. After a while, she did, indeed, fall asleep.
Dummy robot. This is something I did myself.
Yes. And if either of you need help sleeping, please consult me at any time. However, do note that I can only hold 2 hands at once. Oh, by the way, I have leftover crumb kaki bolts from the batch I made earlier. I gave one to Yehoda. You can have the other. Goodbye. I hope you have sweet dreams tonight.
She really did just give me 2. Holy crick. Okay, well, we could buy the thing for Aino. She just gave me 2 in that antidote. That's crazy. Okay, where's the... Is this the Nepha's room? It's Aino's room, right? Alright, where is the box? It's in here somewhere, right? Isn't it in here? Maybe it's disappeared because of the antidote. Anywho, we can do that later. We did kind of save her from the magnet. I wonder if it's just a thing. Like every now and then when you zone in, she'll be like stuck to the. She'll be stuck to that. That's actually kind of hilarious if that's how it's programmed. Come on. There we go. All right.
Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. Hey there, Llama. We're back.
She's meditating. She's praying.
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the Moon Marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new?
I've tried asking around. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. In any case,
What do you see? What? Is it over already?
Apparently that's a spot we can go to.
this appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly
Near Starshan Shoal. Hello, little guy.
What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to help prepare earlier.
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutara after all, but we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Alright, back to the hole. Let's collect these things while they're out and about. You never know what the next character is going to need them. Who knows? Maybe Durin will need them. Alice, Nicole. If anybody, Columbina herself. Especially since they're in the area where she is too. Not so important on this account, but I'm just saying to anybody who's playing in a casual way. You know, collecting these items now, a few at a time, while you can, saves you from having to collect 100 when they come out, right? Right. It's your words of wisdom. The more you know. Bidoo. Boy, that's gonna fall on deaf ears. I'd say those commercials haven't been a thing for a while, but TV hasn't been a thing for a while. Like, traditional commercials, like 30-second commercials. You know, oddly, they only exist in radio now. Like, television still has them, but, like, how many people really watch television anymore? I'm not saying that as a bad thing. Hell, I don't watch television. But, like, you know. You know. The only thing I kind of miss is football. Probably should, like, watch the, I think YouTube has, like, the Thursday night game or something, or Twitch has the Thursday night game. I should probably, like, sit down and watch that. Just for the heck of it. Right. What's this? Alright, let's talk to the damselette. I like her better without the little
She doesn't
things.
look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay?
Dizzy. It's like I'm returning to the moon.
Wait, it's not that bad, is it?
I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time?
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand. Back to Earth. My thanks.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sensed some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back?
Hey, dear.
It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Llama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some... That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Llama also saw the past by using the Moon Marrow. Why didn't she see that?
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me.
Ooh. There's a question. Is she going to be Hydro or Cryo? I think she'll be Hydro because of her feet things.
Immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's Marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's Marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core.
Message too long. But, yeah, okay.
You may as well ask.
Eggs,
There are
mashed
rocks in the
potatoes.
moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess?
Creamy soups. Okay, that sounds good.
You do not wish to become one?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what is that?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess
Wait,
it's
why not?
stuck with me for now then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Llama did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy.
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon mirror non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh?
My colleagues used to mention someone. Back when I was still with the Fatui, he hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm. And he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know
Mickey.
what others called him. The Rayhir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title too. Yes.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rerir, one of the 5?
Is that the one that's Dane's brother?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm, but when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seem to think
Yeah,
that
I don't remember
should
which one is
know
Dane's brother.
everything about
Dane's brother
him.
is one of the sinners, though, right?
But as I said,
Pretty sure he said that one of his
Prologue
brothers
lies
is
beyond
one of the
full
sinners.
sky.
Oh,
Either way, following his departure,
Because he's really not
the
happy
Wild
about
Hunt
it.
situation worsened drastically.
But I don't remember which one
It
is
has
his
since
brother.
become a byword for abyssal
Well, I know
disaster.
which one isn't.
The present phenomenon may have inherited
Skirk's
some
master is
title,
not his brother.
but it far surpasses its past incarnation.
Yeah.
just think that we're up against.
It's kind of the problem with some of these quests and why, like, just like some kind of book or something that would allow us to
That's way
replay
too much for us
cutscenes
to handle.
would really be
Incident on
lovely.
Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't given. And even then.
Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too. Did you just laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it
Interesting. Funny. You found it funny. It's okay.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow.
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my brother and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed?
Sure.
It's really fun. It's really weird to have a spaceship involved now.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
Lumine, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you?
Our spaceship. A long, long
Okay,
time passed
so we know that there's a
since
little bit of a timey-wimey thing
no
happening,
one left the
right?
ship during that time, but Ether found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
That is actually a really good description of memories.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I like this.
So, because of this one scene, everyone thinks she's going to be a shielder.
Ooh.
I think this is just a story beat and nothing to do with
Can you sense it?
nothing to do with her abilities. Because honestly, I think it's the Marrow's ability, quote unquote.
You learn quick.
If anything, I think this will be linked to what maybe the Lunar Traveler will do. Because I kind of feel like they're going to build up to a Lunar Traveler, especially if she's going to have the Moon Marrow in her. And I really hope there is a Lunar Traveler, actually. I don't really care what element it is either. It could be freaking Geo for all I care, but I just kind of want another Traveler.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
Nope. Okay. You can visit here. For a certain time after completing the quest, your party will gain the New Moon's Embrace. When a Nod Cry, your moon sign level will always be Ascendant Gleam. Additionally, after completing a certain number of quests, you can claim a variety of other rewards. Okay. New Moon's Embrace. Alright. Give me this. Moon sign shifted. Okay. There was one who hunted the moon. Is that what it said? Okay, so that's the continuation. What you got, my man? Oh, what are those? Oh. Landscape special. Ooh, it's a thing that we can put in the teapot. That looks really cool, actually. Oh, so is that. Okay, yeah, some flowers. Oh, I kind of want this stuff. I kind of want to make my teapot into the moon. So this is a thing where I have to wait like a week. Or Mondays or something like that. We'll see. Okay, wait, what? Will be available after 6 days. Okay. Oh, and I can just access it from there? Okay. So is it still there? Nope. Okay. All right. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. All right. So now we can just go back to doing the storyline. So I believe right now, as it said, we should be getting the benefits of having the highest moon sign. So let's see what team bonuses say. Yep. Thanks to the Moon Maiden's blessing, New Moon's Embrace with your parties will gain temporary Moon Ascendant Gleam. Effect and Nod Cry. Remaining time 6 days and 9 hours. Oh, okay. So we're getting all these great little benefits. More damage from attack for the 3 attack kind of stats. More damage from Hydro for max HP. Geo gets more damage from defense, and Animo and Dendro get more damage from Elemental Mastery. So this will be fun. This will be fun. Oh, it's the older one. Nope, the older
The
one's not there.
Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nodcry. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable...
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was... Exactly. Whatever the case, but as it happens, we have our own reasons to...
Thank you. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are... The winds of change are blowing. And we Scions have nowhere to run. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker...
Let's see... Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft...
Yeah, why wouldn't Nefa help us? Get out of the fire. Lauma. Lanyon. Lauma. Your names are too much alike. I need you guys to rock, paper, scissors. Loser gets to pick a new name with a new letter. Go. Alright, Lanyon lost, so she is now Danny. These wings look really good on her, by the way. Why Danny? I don't know. It was the first thing that came to my mind. I always name things the first thing that comes to my mind.
Friendly approach detected.
Listen, listen! We've got up...
Threat level exceeds expectations.
It doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens! You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is!
It doesn't help Jehoda, apparently.
But the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Rarier's super fast? Well, we'll just get a Nefa to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower...
Anyways!
See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh? Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nodcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in... Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices. Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago? Yeah. It's still new news. So, not many people are in the know.
Does that mean the one that we saw was a
Because
fake?
we work together closely, and even then, only just now. I'll send a Nefa over to Nasha Town with...
Why would he
some
want the
flowers
cannon to
later.
fire if he was a fake, though?
He seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even... Hey! What do you mean, either way? I'm not clued in on the details. Got it. Let's go then. You coming?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be...
All right. We'll see.
Alright, don't worry. Me and the 4 stars will get this done. Huzzah. Don't mind me. Oh, I was gonna jump.
This must be it. Oh. Doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just like that game the guy made in Office Space.
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Okay, that was easy. Where am I going? Oh. There's a lot of doors in this place. It's the most interiors we've seen in this game. The upstairs looks like a crime scene. Yeah, it is a crime scene. There's a dead body.
Whew. Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings.
That's a name.
If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate no obvious signs of a violent struggle.
Entering unopposed.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report, specifically that Flint's was seen entering.
Okay.
We have tried to contact him.
Very odd indeed.
So,
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions. Oh,
yeah. He said he would.
let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it
Yeah. What reason would Flint's have?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah. They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time now.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do.
Steady now.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow.
Oh, right. Before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him. Hey, Why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid, setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into
That'd be
their
like the whole
homes with
synth
such open
situation in
arms?
Fallout all over again. Yeah.
Unease grips the hearts of those in Nashatown already.
Yeah, you're right.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
We have an account now?
You.
Anybody else worried that we have an account now? Anybody? No? Okay. Catherine's afraid.
Whoa! Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on! Monsters!
His smile can mean so many things. You're not wrong. Just like croissant. That's one. Okay. A little bit more resistant than I thought they would be.
Was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. There's... Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore?
Broken lamp.
The fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
Follow the marks.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that?
For some reason, I don't think Flynn's would say that. I don't know why.
Light it up! Freeze!
Bubba, get them!
Cool. This team is working out pretty well. Nope. Oh.
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Okay. Can I get all three of them? I can. This isn't the most fun gameplay, I gotta say. Why do I have to RP walk? Why can't she just be holding it, too? Also, where am I going? The fuck was that? Okay, cool. Oh, so the hearts come back, so there's like no point in this. Excellent, good. Love the gameplay. It's a really bad section, I gotta say. Ouch.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
Me again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern, no!
On his head. Yeah, you know that whole taking away abyssal energy? I can do that.
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
I don't know.
You were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Right back at you, Paimon.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to
It's raining
so easily
upwards.
cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a
She just
long
has
story.
the ability to control energy.
Many moons
Doesn't matter
ago,
what
the
energy
Wild
it
Hunt
is, she
cleared
just
to
has
me.
the ability to
I
control it.
shattered one of its cores only for a special.
So honestly, a
crystalline
really
object
good
to fall
ability to
out.
have.
I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios.
Curios.
Curiosity it was
Crap.
that had me store this crystal inside my lantern.
Did you get some negative curios? Is that what's going on? Herda!
Afterwards, I wound up
Shakes
collecting a
fists
few
violently.
more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge.
Wait,
into
is this
a
just the
single
simulated
without my
universe?
prompting.
Fuck.
Though it was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then.
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp.
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well...
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kuvaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out. But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerir's head.
Oh. At least we...
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rerir be angry that the cannon Sosi set up the fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then.
Every lantern casts. Alright, return to the crime scene. Back to the crime. Nope. Go up and around, I guess. Here? Run, Danny! You know, Lumina would help if you're like closed and glow.
I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here.
Yeah.
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And...
You'll know when the time comes.
Well, that was cryptic. Thank you.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident.
I can't skip.
Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this invest.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is if there's anything else you'd like to look into. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate...
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later.
You can always tell when Paimon's nervous.
Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about how Flint is gonna enter. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited, after all. Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case... When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here...
Oh, if we can't get any leads, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Is it gonna do that every time I zone? I guess every time I get into this area, huh? I think I did this once before, too. Like, I didn't understand what it was doing. Never mind. Some other time. I already have 100%. I don't need one more chest.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh. So there... You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me.
Thank you for your understanding.
Boxes.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I'd run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward, and I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job, and eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hinza. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise.
But why?
8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been, but how would that help Rerir, assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies? Firing the cannon works against him.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like we'll have to fight Rerir eventually.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. At any rate, my colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Aren't we still staying free? Convenient.
Phew, back inside. Oh, we can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
Not a stick, a skewer. Like shake a skewer at a lot.
I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Whether your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a land, you know humans well. And naturally, you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae?
Oh.
This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist. As evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past up, but I was freshly awoken. And the survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm
well, that's all that
persuaded
matters,
one
right?
might believe in things that must be done, nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right, then. We'll trust you.
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret.
Paimon's lips are sealed, too.
All right. Thanks again.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep.
Think he's Sealy or unsealy?
To do tomorrow.
I kid. I kid.
It's getting late.
Okay. That was weird. Weird audio thing.
on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're... Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, they'll...
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that? Huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier. Okay!
Hey!
My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right, all right.
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal.
Gonna check the bread? He might be hiding in this bread. I need to eat every single one of them. It might be bread.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
Jesus.
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the wild hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. Nope, and amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure...
So, did Flint's make his...
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, boss.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later?
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have
all hands on deck
over at my place.
All decks on hands. What? Why am I running around? Where the hell am I? I'm in the corner. How did I not notice that there was an extra corner? I hate this game so much now. I apparently haven't seen a lot of this stuff. I thought it was like pretty much over once you find Flynn's fighting the dude. Oh well, not mad.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gotten still, so it's probably of no use to Rerir now.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them.
I've destroyed all of them.
Operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. Nefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out, then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now.
Gotcha.
Alright. Autobots, roll out.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Yes.
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Be away for a lantern, right? I think she's okay.
No one's guarding this place to...
There's a bunch of ghosts. I don't think anybody wants to be here.
Let's move. We're running out of time.
Oh God, not time.
Ah, there you are. Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not. How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes. But to expose the true intentions of this Rerir.
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
Oh, I get it. Dive.
Ghost! That file said suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint?
We know it's haunted. We've done the quest for here.
Many strange things happen here.
But that file really did. Hey, come out!
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log?
Hey, another file's moving.
Are we being given hints? I feel no
Really? Hey, seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one.
It's kind of cool. The ghosts are helping. Did you see it?
Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of...
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something.
Alright, Paimon will go...
Are they all on the table?
All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. Huh? But why?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
Ah, and here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby soil completely drained. Could this be
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that he needs it so badly? That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look.
It's a bird.
It's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rearier's doing. But why is he using the cannon again?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his
What should we do?
Let's go to the camp. One moment. Just let me get this news.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
Go, go, go! Fly, Ibis, fly!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon when all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look? This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions.
You were waiting for us to leave, not...
Of course. I imagine the one you call I know would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you, see this fragment. It once haunted your dreams. But now it seems useless.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished.
The curse of immortality.
Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning, while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bone. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering. I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Nope. Just entered the domain.
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rearier's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit, after all? A gamble that might rewrite one's entire life.
Even so...
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
What? I made that thing. They can't just take it from me. Let me over there. What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might. If Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility, high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then she's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Oh. Nope. 4-star only. Ruined again. What is this random fire? Never mind.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt.
Is that Lady Lama? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others...
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not...
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... let's call them friends in high places, shall we?
Ninja Turtles?
Let's go, Yehoda.
Power Rangers. Ninja Turtles as Power Rangers. Got it. It couldn't be anybody else.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves. We won't let you pass.
Go.
I was gonna say, where's the crying?
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here.
Thanks.
It's all right now.
Did you have to scream that?
Quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Audio is kind of weird in this section.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enougha, give her a crumb cake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Please,
But I
everyone,
wanted a sweet.
listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Oh god, she went full deer. That's terrifying. Oh.
Let's go, Enougha. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry.
I don't know why it's making me laugh so much.
What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on. And get out of there. Whoa, nice.
How does she make a moon? Never
Preparing
mind.
barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Oh, I thought I was going to get to play as her for a second. Never's just having a drink.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here?
What is Knuckle Duckle doing here? Hey, Knuckle Duckle. Wait, why do I have to fight him? What the hell? You bastard.
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
Gotcha, Knuckle Duckle.
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Aw, alright. Let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment.
Isn't.
Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that.
Why don't they do this more often in cutscene? Like, just bring us to the fucking spot.
We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intili potuvitos. Necritus necrus baptisi, que omnes tu solos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur misuricu, topirtu aetion veratum.
Robot power! Hands. Have we seen those hands before? I feel like we have. Blasphemy against death? Isn't that any Conrian?
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish. Torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
Fedifnir, Rhine-daughter, Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
There's not having a heart, being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world.
What is up with the audio?
None of it matters to me.
Audio's all weird. Oh well. Not time to nitpick, I guess. Cutscene.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
Yeah, we did kind of hit the Fatui base there.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
Go big robot. No. Hands! Oh, I know what those hands are reminding me of. There's something in Final Fantasy XIV that had those, like, very similar hands. Okay, there seems to be more cutscenes for the stories, too.
We're safe?
I can get behind these decisions.
Seems
Just stop making the endgame so stupid.
Escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash. But battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head. And don't you forget that. Don't make me bite you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hobbles again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you. I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride, too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
What are you talking about? We didn't even get to fight him.
Of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now, at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I can no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
All right. I think we're almost done with the story part, or at least it feels it.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Oh, but the Ray Hero Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
I am.
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now. That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flint's, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment.
I don't get it either, Paimon.
There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey. This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. Slowly, gradually he came. I have achieved too little. I must do better. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals, but we will pursue him to the last. Even if the outcome is not what we wish for, it is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
What are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred until it closes its eyes in the depths of night and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Hey, it's the Monitor! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
What you doing, little guy? Oh, getting special lightning? Lightning? Columbina? The hell?
Columbina! What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent. and the people are ill at ease. However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear.
Pot meat kettle.
Now that he has donned the shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino, was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you, but after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
All right.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Okay. Yay, wish. It goes back to chapter 2. Oh, man. And that's the chasm stuff. Oh, I don't know. It just makes me laugh. Oh. And 500 Primo Gems. Yeah. Oh, and stuff for Ino, too. Well, thank you, Mr. Flint. Didn't know you cared so much. Oh, that gives me way more. That's right, I already farmed them. Fuck! Oh, well. Whatever next character needs them. Like Flynn's. I don't... Damn it! Alright, so that's good. We still got some time. It's only 9 o'clock. So what do we do now? I do wish they'd stop doing the, like, not really telling you stuff for storytelling. I get that they have to pace it out, but a lot of times the pacing seems more like stalling than it does, like, pacing, especially when you put it all together. Like, if you can do it from, like, start to finish. Like, right now it makes sense that, like, these things are chunked and stuff like that because of the release windows. But when you get down to it and then you, like, just go from start to finish without any of the barriers of patches in the way, the story feels stilted and there's a lot of, like, nonsense being spoken. This avoided a lot of that, but there's still some points about like what he is, what he wants to do, stuff like that. And I get that they don't know and stuff, but also that last scene is dumb. Because like the only reason that Varka didn't show up and help was because like his model's not released yet. Like, see what I'm saying? It's things like that just kind of bug the crap out of me. All right, to do the chasm, I think I need to do like Raiden's storyline, and I think it's like Raiden, Ito's. Yeah, that's Ito's, and that's... Yeah, I believe that's both of Raiden's. I have to do both of Raiden's? Is that really Raiden's? You haven't reached certain endings. No kidding. Yeah, Imperial Ambrose. Yeah, so I gotta do 1 and 2. And isn't there... Don't I have to do Miko's too to get to 2? I think? Something like that. Yeah, I have all these sitting here. I figured I'd do them at some point when I'm, like, desperate for Primo gems. In progress, yeah, I accidentally clicked it. I don't know if... Do we want to do... I do like that they made so that the chasm wasn't an requirement now for continuing the story, because it used to be a part of the Archon quest line, so you'd have to do it. But they realized that it was kind of stupid to put it in there. One, it really doesn't do anything for the story, to tell the truth. Like, it's its own little thing. It gives you a touch of insight on, like, one aspect of the major storyline, but overall, it's its own self-contained story. So it being like a requirement to continue this Archon storyline to go to Sumeru, like, didn't make any sense, honestly. So I'm glad that it's not a part, because we can just go to Sumeru and start, like, that part of the storyline. And the fact that this thing has so many prerequisites, too. Hell, you used to have to do this before you did the Dainsleif quest in it, I believe. Which again doesn't make sense, because it doesn't actually use any part of the chasm technically. Like, it's its own separate domain, I think, the entire time, actually. But anyways, it's enough. Oh, let's do that. Is that the end of the quest? Should give it an achievement if it is. Let's go do it. Now we think about what to do. We could start doing some story paths. I'll just spam click through them, because I don't really want to go through them again. The only reason I kind of lingered with the main storyline is that I realized I hadn't seen some of that stuff at the end there. I was kind of right in thinking that it was almost over once we got done with the Flynn's cutscene there, where we took the abyssal energy out of the lantern. But there were still some nuggets of how it got to that point. And cutscenes you can't skip anyway, so.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Swift as the swallow.
Okay.
What the?
Freeze. How's this?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Love that it just respawns the enemies right on top of you after that. It's like, oh, hi. I thought this was treasure hoarders. My mistake. I'll be going now. Okay, that wasn't the one that finished it, so. Unfinished comedy. Okay. Not gonna do TCG. Oh yeah, I have that R&R thing to do. Also have a bunch of R&R to find. Got something in Dragonspine. Let's go do something in Dragonspine. Oh. Huh. Do I think this guy is a clone? No. Quest complete. I forgot it was just a little chit chat. Just a little chit chat. Wait, is the have I done this? I don't think I did, right? I didn't do the storyline in Mondstadt with the trial, right? Easy way to check. Spoilers. Yeah. Nope, it's still here. Nope, it's still here, so I haven't. Oh, here's your weekly tooth. If you ever want to know how to get more to make more of those spears, you just collect them here and then you invigorate them at the heart until ...
Light it up!
You can't run! Well, looks like I went too far.
How much of Dragon Spine did we get done? 94%? That's pretty good. I guess we can get that off the little thing.
Nest when skies are fair, but hide when storms are in the air.
Okay. Bard. The ukulele. Huh. All right, let's see. Gotta level her up to do this. That's fine. I guess we'll give this a level or two. Okay. It's making our money go away pretty quick. I wonder if... I kind of wonder what the better build for her is. Is it Elemental Mastery with crit on it? To give her a little bit of crit? Or do you just, go like one, Elemental Mastery in 2 slots, crit headpiece to give it some oomph? Because I'm assuming it can still crit those hits. They're not swirls themselves. I know the swirls can't crit, but like her skill itself should be able to, right? So like instead of attack, should probably have a crit rate headpiece. Do I have one? No, I have a crit damage headpiece, but I don't have a crit rate. Alright, so that's probably something I should think about getting. This attack piece is actually really nice, but I don't think it's really it's making the shield stronger, which is fine, but I actually kind of want to help her DPS side and just have the shield be sort of not an afterthought, but just not the focus. So like this should be an EM piece. I know it's suggesting attack, but I just don't think that that's like. I think most people who are using her for her shield, like for Alicino or something like that. So I'm thinking that it would be, I don't know how she felt like that. So I'm thinking it would be like, crit rate headpiece with some EM in it and crit damage. And then like maybe some attack as well in it would be like the perfect piece, so to speak. And then EM main stat, other 2 pieces with like attack and crit in them as well. I think that's what we would be looking for. So this actually wouldn't be too bad. It's got a lot of hit points in it, but like, so like, I think this is sort of the, you know, way that we're kind of leaning towards. We would want crit rate, crit damage, and attack. So the shield still has some oomph to it, some durability, but the others, but the damage side of her is first and foremost. I think that's probably what we want to go with. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Anyone else has suggestions, I'll take them. Just comment on wherever you can. Not really sure what options. I know that these go up on YouTube, so I think it's Sleepless Angels Gaming is the name of the channel. Wife might correct. So you can leave a comment there if you know the better builds for Danny here. I'll stop calling her Danny after this. Sleepless Angel Gaming, yep. You? What are you gonna do? Also, why is the spire so like lit up and visible from here? That's weird. Also, purple sky. That looks really cool. Anyways. I do need a second team. I guess the second team being this wouldn't be too bad. I wonder how it's not going to do anything in the current abyss. Oh, that's not true. Well, it wouldn't be good against Tulpa. At least I don't think. You?
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Going in! Nice and spicy! You're toast! The more, the merrier. Resistance.
Ooh, wow. That's some good damage. We also need to start making the push to like level characters. It's going to take a lot of books and stuff. But that's where a lot of our power is like missing right now. So I think we start doing that too. Yeah, that looks better. So what do we do? All right, let's sit down and think about this for a second. We need levels. We need talents. We need artifacts. Where do we prioritize? Levels give us knowable, and talents give us like known quantities. We can be looking for artifacts forever. Literally forever. Feels like a Jingling thing. Going in the water to catch fish. So I should probably do those first. Get some more characters up. There's also like the new IT I've heard is going to have Geo in it, and if that's true, I have like no Geo units. I have Noel, who's actually up to 70. So we might want to level like Kachina possibly, and maybe Nigwan up to 70 just to have them for the theater. We'll see how quote unquote bad it is for me. I have a feeling I might be only able to do like level 2. I think I only did level 2 this time around too. I should probably go back in and see if I can do the level 3. Definitely not going to be able to do the new level 5 that they're going to be putting in, since that requires a ass ton of characters, like 32, I think it is, between the 3 elements and guests. It's a lot of characters.
The rain has stopped. Come with me. Let's fix some matsutake.
So yeah, I think levels and talents. Her new build is actually pretty good. She could use more crit damage because there's a lot of pieces that just like didn't roll super well. Like this one doesn't have any crit damage, although all the other stats are like great. This one's pretty good. This piece is pretty good. She needs the energy. As pyro things go, this is decent. It's on set. We need it to be on set. Otherwise, this would be pretty tempting. Like, so we can either make this on set. So I think what we'll be making is a lot of like emblem pieces just to stop the nonsensical forever building of emblem pieces that seem to grab every account and never let it go. It's because you need so many. Like Kaya uses it, or can use it. I guess you could put him on Blizzard if you wanted as well, but like he can use it. You know, it's pretty damn good on him as well. There's a couple others, like if you're using a Yelan, you probably want it on her. If you're using a Raiden Shogun, you probably want it on her. You can make the argument that if you're using Geo Traveler, you might want that set on them because the burst is the thing that gives the most damage, honestly, from that setup. So you could want that, possibly. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff. There's also a lot of nuanced stuff that we could be like going for as well. Speaking of Geo Traveler, and we could try to get like a Petra set for them and use them as a booster for some strange team idea. You know, we might need to think about stuff like that as well because we need to squeeze some extra damage out of, you know, extra damage, extra buffs out of some of these characters. And thinking a little bit outside like that might be what we need to do. But I think we're at that point. We're getting kind of close to this being this account being 1 year old. And I think at that point I'd want to make an honest attempt at the Abyss. Even though in that time other modes have come out for Endgame, and so the question of, you know, what is the end game of the game? The Abyss is really just the first step to it, because you could make the argument that it's a little easier to vertically invest than it is to horizontally invest in an account, i.e. getting more characters or building characters up. Since some of the build up for 5 stars especially is if you just have them, then just giving them the right weapon and the right artifacts, not even necessarily 5-star weapons, will put them on par and be able to clear the Abyss. The Abyss is really the first step, with IT sort of being in this middle ground of what it wants, because like the builds of characters don't need to be awesome per se to clear the IT, because the buffs from IT will kind of make up for a little bit of that. But you do need the bodies, the actual characters, which is a different type of investment, a different strategy of pulling. So I would call it like the 1.5, and then at your end game 2 is definitely the Onslaught, Stygian Onslaught, which is looking for really heavily invested characters. I'm okay with these things existing, of course, but like it then brings the question, like the 4 stars are never going to beat the dire, mode of Onslaught. Honestly, 5 stars aren't going to do it if they're not highly invested 5 stars. We're talking high constellations. You may have seen the video of the one guy doing it with like C0R1s or something like that, but like, he's the exception, not the rule. So, what is the end of the game is sort of hard to describe now. I would say that Stygian Onslaught, but like it's kind of an unattainable end. It's there for those who have been doing the heavy investing, the people spending the money, the guys who have been playing for 5 years and might have some high constellation units just because they've rerun like 5-6 times. If you got one each time a couple of the older 5 stars have ran, you'd probably have a C6, C5, C6 by now. And that's fine that exists. I don't have any problems with that. It actually doesn't bother me as much as some of the other endgame choices. Now, I don't really like how they structure the fights in it, but that's a different topic than just it being there as an endgame mode. So, like, the 4 stars are never going to beat Dire, stage 6. Can they beat stage 5? I guess that's the question I would like to answer with this. Like, I haven't really seen anybody else do 4-star only runs of Onslaught, and I think it's because, like, it's pretty damn hard at the least. If not slightly on the side of impossible. It's probably like the C0R1 clears of Dire, where, yeah, it can happen, but you got to be that guy. You got to be the one, basically, to be able to do it. So I guess that's the question I'd like to answer, and it's somewhere around November. I think it's like a November 11th. We can actually see by looking at our character archives and just seeing when we got Amber, because that was the first character we met. We got her the day that we played. Okay, so it's closer to December, actually. It was November 23rd is when we first started playing this account. And we get the trio, because they're the first ones you get. And we got Barbara the next day, and then we started, like, getting some other ones. And, like, yeah, we got Fischl pretty early. Oh yeah, we got it on the day we started. That's right. And I think we got Auron like the day after or something like that. We got Auron really early too. No, we got Auron that day too. So I like already had the team that I really wanted to start playing with. So I think come November, I'm going to pay attention to what the flip of the Abyss is going to be. I don't typically really fixate on the rumors and leaks and blah, blah, blah about the Abyss. Because, like, it doesn't really matter. I'll see it when I see it, and I can, if it's my main account, I'm pretty confident in mostly what it can do. So, like, I don't think I'm going to have really many problems with the Abyss. As long as I just keep pulling some characters every now and then. Like, I don't have Lauma, but Mavika didn't have any problems on the Dendro side, quote unquote. So, I'll pay attention in November, and we'll start thinking about trying to set up an honest run on on the Abyss. I'm going to assume that it's going to be something that's like electrocharge / dendro related, because those are the two lunars. But it will also depend on who's coming out. Like if Durin's coming out and he's pyro, then it's going to be probably pyro focused. So then, like, you know, Jingling and Bennett are probably going to be star players on that side. I'm still going to get up the ones that are solid choices that you just can't really go wrong building. So we'll finish her leveling, his leveling, and even his leveling. Even though he's C0, like, he is still a solid cryo DPS for us, and kind of one of our only ones, because cryo has not been nice to us. We haven't gotten a Chungers yet. We haven't gotten a Fremine. As much as Fremine is a little bit more physical, but can do cryo if need be. He's honestly our only cryo DPS. Like, somebody that can actually put up numbers as cryo. With like, Danny here being second place, because this can infuse it in her attack and use it. But so we've got our overload team as well. So if it's like pyro focus, maybe our overload team can do some stuff. We do need to get Chevrolet up for those situations. I do think I know is going to be important a little bit later. Can set up some good Hyperbloom teams. We have a lot of characters who can go up to 90, but we need to add a few others. Janssen and Chevra should definitely be. We're gonna star them. So they're definitely going to be on the forefront of getting leveled. Other buffers. I think we have to think about Sarah. We're definitely going to need a Kuki to be another healer, especially for our Hyperbloom type situation. I think we need to look at Kachina being a buffer, since she can hold Cinder City and get the full benefits out of it. So as odd as it sounds, Kachina might be kind of important. Something like that. I think we'll throw her up there. She'll be good to pair with Noelle if we start doing Noelle stuff. We have our Sayu team that I'd like to do. Dory's going to be on the banner coming up, so we can start doing the yo-yo shenanigans. If you haven't seen that, it's kind of funny. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I think these are the 4 that we will focus on, while we try to get some like levels for the others to get them up to 90 as well. Everybody who's broken should go to 90, and then we'll think about the other like ones that we need up there. Like I said, I think she's going to be important. If we can get some more constellations on Candace, I think she'll be important as well. If we use Sethos, I think Sarah's actually going to be important, especially if we can get some more constellations on her. And right now we're doing the game of we need constellations for these characters, because mainly a 4-star becomes a 5-star at their C6.
Where's my...
They kind of have the same kind of level of power as a 5-star out of the gate, a C0 5-star. And that's what we're going to need to be able to clear the Abyss. Now, the Abyss is getting more and more focused to whatever the newest stuff is that's out. That's why I said, like, on my main account, I think as long as I keep, like, pulling every now and then for somebody, I'll be able to keep up with it. The 4-stars are not as generous, because unless we get a 4-star who can do lunar whatever, be it lunar charged or lunar bloom, I don't think the 4-stars are ever going to have that ability, to tell the truth. I think that's going to be locked behind 5-stars. So as long as the Abyss is just like, you know, we only boost those things, we're always going to be at a disadvantage in the Abyss. You know, we can take advantage of a plunge thing that might be for Varisa with Gaming, but that's about it, right? You can't find 2 berries. There's berries everywhere. So those are the things that we need to think about. I'd like to make an honest push come the 1 year mark on this count in the Abyss. So hopefully it won't be an Abyss that's too hyper focused on whatever the newest things are, especially Nod Cry related. You know, unless they're going to give us some 4 stars that do some lunar charge and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't think they will, because I think that stuff is locked behind 5 stars because it is so much better. I mean, I wish we could use Flynn's on this account because I love Electro Charge, and like he changes every Electro Charge into Lunar Charge, and that's going to be crazy. Got him. So, yeah, I think that's where we are. I think that's our focus for going forward. We'll always work on artifacts and things like that when we can. Like I said, the Onslaught's 10 days of like slightly more artifacts is an excellent opportunity to do artifacting. I should be doing more, honestly, but like it's a little bit better to just get numbers that you know rather than numbers that you're just trying for. So that's why I think leveling and using resin for those kind of things will be a little bit more important. Speaking of things, let's hit to the teapot. We got some plants to pluck while we finish our thoughts for today. And that's just giving me the goal that I need to like continue doing this stuff, right? Having that kind of set up for the 1 year mark, I think it's pretty good. We're going to need a lot of these, so why don't we just grab these? Hey, Brian, how you doing? Coming in kind of late today.
If you ever have any...
Doing well? That's good. Brings you in so late. Is that the folks' place eating pizza? Just got back. Sounds good. What kind of pizza? Oh, you just like made pizzas? That's kind of cool. Barbecue chicken's always good. One of my favorite kind of pizzas. Peppers, onions, pepperoni. Yeah, another classic. We had the smoked pork chops that we saw at Market Basket today, and they were really good. Really, really good. Would recommend. I don't remember if you picked up any that at the store when we saw them or not, but super good. I think Angie's getting our menu set for this week since I'm going to have some special diet considerations after Thursday. You did grab one? Have you had it already? Yeah, it was pretty tasty. Yeah. Super good. Super good. Is there any other? I should go to. The only spot I can think of that has like a lot of water flowers is in Azuma. Should grab a few of these too.
Your mom's so shy.
Everybody stay back!
Oh, I hear the tingy tongues. Where's the other one? There he is. Got him. Oh, there's a Sealy. There it is. Did I get him? No. Can I even climb this? I can't climb this, right? I must be able to climb it. Can I just not climb it on that side? I don't think you can climb these trees. How am I supposed to get up there? Are you gonna make me, like, climb all the way? Oh my god. Ay, 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 ay. My life is so hard. Oh. I get my teeth pulled on Thursday, so that's gonna cause some special diet needs. Should be fine. Should be happier when it finally happens. Yeah, it sucks, but
Score! Let's see what's inside.
it happens. I had a tooth shatter a while ago, honestly, and I should have gone and gotten that taken care of. But I didn't. I've been pig-headed and resistant because I just didn't want to deal with a doctor bill. But now that I have dental insurance, I finally went as another tooth is cracking and causing a lot of pain. So, finally went in and said, I need help. And they were like, all right, let's fix you up. And then they gave me a bunch of options, and basically the best one is just pull the tooth that's cracked, because everything they do might fail and end up having it needed to be pulled anyways. So, because they can crown it and all these other things, but like all these things just might eventually lead to having to take it out. And if you're going to pay a lot of money to do all this other stuff and it ends up you just have to pull it anyways, you might as well just save all the money from the other options and just pull it from the start. I'm okay with that. And then at some point, if it bothers me or if I want it or whatever, I can get, like, you know, implants or something like that. I'm not super worried about it. But I am going to take this time to reset everything in there and try to keep up with it much better than I have been. I will admit that I'm pretty poor on those kind of things. So.
It's my lucky day. There's more. Finally,
Up and away!
picked the wrong test subject.
But those are my problems. But I think I've been a little bit more aggressive, or that might not be the right term, but like a touch angrier at the games than I should be. Not that it suddenly makes everything they do okay, but like my level of care about it is probably going to go down a little bit. Like, it's not going to bother me as much personally. Which is odd that I went from, like, not caring to all of a sudden it being the worst thing ever. Kind of makes me wonder if everybody online who's having problems like that is just, like, has some other problems that they're just not dealing with.
Nice and spicy.
But what would I know? But I think we got our plan of attack. I think we are going to do what I had said earlier. So it means, I guess we're going to be doing a lot of leveling and book farming. So like, who's our lowest character? I think it's Kooky. Yeah. Janssen is getting there, so she's got all these parts. So we just need those. Okay. Kooky needs more of these. Okay. Did we get any of these? We did. So we only need 10 more of these as well. So we need 10 more of those. We need 10 more of Danny's. By the way, for today, she's Danny. So I might start with Danny here, and then we'll do Chev, and then we'll probably just go down the line. Janssen, Shinobu, and then Kachina, because I think Kachina, like I said, as a holder of Cinder City, is going to be kind of important. Plus, she's really easy to like get artifacts for, because like everything wants to roll defense anyways, so like we get plenty of defense pieces. She's going to be awesome. She also has a little thing that, like, when she's in her turbo twirly, her drill there, and she's doing the stomping in it, it actually fires off Billy's little swords and the electricity from Baidu. So like we can do a weird electrocharge team that way, buffing it with her as opposed to using Auron. If we need Auron for another team or another electrocharge team or something. So yeah. I know that Geo is in the IT. I don't know what the other two elements are, the Soul Truth, for the next one. That's going to be coming in just a few days, actually. I get 1 day of pleasure because, you know, the month's going to flip on Wednesday, and then Thursday I got to do the, I guess it's surgery. Is it technically surgery? I don't know if it's surgery. You call pulling teeth surgery? Maybe. Hydro and Electro because of Flynn's? Maybe?
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Going out. Butterfly. Closing in. Yeah, it'll be gone.
You know what? This battle.
It would make sense if it was Electro and Hydro. Again, they cater it to the newest characters, so it's worth. It's a good guess. I'd be more surprised if it was like Pyro and Dendro or something like that. This probably means it will have a Lucky Ducky there. Duckle Knuckle. Knuckle Buckle. There we go. Ducky Momo, yeah. He's our very best friend.
Teamwork is dreamwork. You're toast.
Yeah, I love that game. Stop walking. Yeah, how do you like that? Block while you're frozen, asshole. And we got plenty of resources to get. I showed that all the story quests haven't been done. We still got Sumeru to do. We've got tons of side questing to do. I think our plans poll-wise is try to get C2 of Ino, and then maybe a copy of Dory, although I'm not going to lose sleep if we don't. And then eventually we're going to stop doing that kind of stuff and start holding for like actual constellations of some of the better characters. So that when like Kuki shows up, we go for her, you know, C4 or C6. I know Kyle will never show up, which is unfortunate. Although if the Mondstadt Chronicle Wish comes back anytime soon, like I'm not 100% sure that we're going to get a Fontaine Chronicle Wish, but if the Mondstadt Chronicle Wish comes back, I might be doing some serious pulling on that to try to get the constellation for the Mondstadt crew, since they don't show up anywhere else. Which I still think is dumb, but whatever. Because I could use C2 Kaya, and that's going to take a long time. Man, Lanyon is really fun. Sorry, Danny. Danny is fun. She got demoted today. Alright, let's check our items. Oh, I haven't used that on this account either. I can't place it here. Are you kidding me? What about here? Excellent. With rocks. Fire made it good. Wow. Okay. It's not a bad haul. There's even a blue book in it. Wow. 1. I think I've heard that thing is about like 40 resin. So it's like an extra 40 resin basically. But it's so spread out amongst items, like, is it really helpful? Anywho, going back to look. Nothing's lit up, so nothing's available. We can get the upgrade for the little device that Ino uses in her ultimate, but like it's not worth really worrying ourselves over. So we have some wishes. We can do some wishing. Let's try to get our final Kuki. I would like at least one more copy. And then I would say that this banner was a success. No more Kaves, please. Kave is permanently in the not playing pile. I've tried doing some stuff on my main account to try to just like think of some ideas. And I can't find anything that's really comfortable to play. Not without like everything being C6. So if we get C6, maybe I'll try him again. But for right now, he's just kind of terrible. Kind of terrible. The main problem is that his own kit doesn't work with him. And I don't understand how he's supposed to be played. Mies. 2 and 3. Okay. Kooky? Barbara, I've had enough of you. Huh. Can I find enough for another wish? So that's only 2 in from the Barbara that we got. Do I want to use... I don't really want to use any of the dust that I have, because this stuff is kind of important for other characters. I don't know who's there in next month, but I have a feeling that one of them I'm going to want to get. Who is going to be there next month? It's not Barbara, is it? Probably Barbara and Amber. I don't know, I should look that up actually, because that's gonna affect this decision. Because we've gotten quite a bit of dust lately. Having one more chance at a Kooky wouldn't be bad. The F is my phone. There it is. People can see my setup for streaming. Sitting on the floor. Tiny fan blowing at me. Can't find my phone because it's on the couch behind me. What is that? What shop is this? Star Glitter? Star Glitter shop characters? For Genshin, we'll say. Paimon's Bargains. Shop rotation. Alright, let's see. So it's going to be October. April and October. Razor and Amber. For fuck's sake. Alright, we'll use some. Jesus. Does Amber gets the dumbest thing? Yeah, we'll use some. Do I want to use 10? I need to use 8 to get the next guarantee. It's really hard for me to want to. But the banner goes away before these will refresh. That's the question. Do we use any? All right, let's. While I think about it, let me see if I can find some treasure chests somewhere. Where do I have? I do have the Inazuma. Do I have a key? There's also a thing right over here. Oh, there's a Sealy up in the sky. I do have a key, huh? I think I have a place marked right close to me. Where did it go? There they are. Okay, well, we did that.
Just a moment. Let's tally this up.
Alright, I think I have a... Let's see if that is actually still open. Or if it was just me not marking my map. Oh, there we go. All right. Thank you very much. Blam and excellent.
Score! Let's see what's inside.
Cool. All right. Excellent. Let us unmark our map. And cookie? Okay. That hurts. This is the FOMO, making bad decisions. I really don't want to wait another 6 months to, like, get this. Please be purple. Fucking Barbara. Ah, fuck it. Here we go. Seeing enough to guarantee. Come on, game. That's every resource I had, too. I'll get another 2 wishes tomorrow, so that will... I guess I can come back to him and all that glitter that I saved up, too. What the fuck are you guys doing here? I'm not in the mood, guys.
Freeze!
Up and away!
What? What? What did that say? What did that say about forbidden scroll material? Huh. Oh, what time is it? Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna have to end it, on that sour note of double Barbaras. She was C5 before she even reran. She has been C6 for... How come I can't get those things from 4 stars getting extra? Huh? Why can't I get, like, 4-star versions of them? You son of a bitch. And you don't put me back on the hill, so I can't. Ay. It's a good day, guys. It's a good day. Trying to get 4 stars.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Swift is the swallow.
Alright, well, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get that cookie that I want. I mean, if we don't, it's not the end of the world, but it'll just play so much smoother if we can get it. I mean, we're already dealing with a, C0 Kaya. I don't want to struggle with everything. Crying out loud. That's what we're going to call it. Thank you for checking it out. Chilling, relaxing, shooting some hoops, whatever you did. I appreciate you. I'll see you... I am not 100% sure if I'll be on Wednesday. I know I won't be on Thursday because I probably won't be able to talk. Because I'll probably have, like, cotton in my mouth. I guess I'll be on Wednesday, even if it's for a little time, to just kind of fill you in on what happened. Maybe do the wishes with the new shop reset and all of that kind of fun. Sounds like a good plan. Alright, so until then, I thank you, and as I kill these things, to let out some aggression, because goddamn those holes, I will say, take care, everybody.